this afternoon. I want to talk about Charlotte Senna's case, and I don't want to be on here long um, because there's a lot of healing that needs to be done in this case. And I just realized yesterday that I was saying she was 7, which she was 9 years old, the same age as my grandson, you guys. Okay. Um, I work on missing children's cases all the time. What I found interesting when I did this read yesterday was a lot of things. Okay. I pulled the cards, and the age I got this for this man that was um the suspect on this case. He was 47. Okay, 47, and he didn't have this man didn't look like the man I seen. Okay. So I don't know if this man has a brother, okay? But I know he has children. I think he has a son. Because I've been watching videos on this all day, you guys. There's something that's been going on here in Florida by the Tampa area. Um, they're saying that the air quality, there's fires that are still burning in Canada. I don't know how fires are still burning in Canada, okay, may I say. But the air quality here is horrible, you guys, okay? I went outside today and I got some coffee. I did a couple errands and I came back, okay, because I felt like I could not breathe, all right? And the air um, look weird, okay? The air quality here in Florida looks bizarre, okay? Um, there's a cloudiness to it, okay, but a weird cloudiness to it, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I was like, was there a fire? I'm asking the neighbors, was there a fire? And they're like, no. And I just seen my daughter just text me because she came home from college, but she wanted to go to her friend's house. She said, Mom, it's the fires from Canada. Okay, you guys, I did not know that. Okay. So in Florida, I don't even know how this is possible. Okay. In Florida, um, our air quality is bad because of Canada. Okay. I don't even know how that's even possible. Okay. I'm not a scientist. But I knew when I went outside, just to breathe that air in, okay, was not good for me. Okay. And I was like, what is going on? Okay. It kind of looks like a storm, um, but not a storm. Okay. It looks like dust in the air. Okay. So that's what we're dealing with down here. Okay. Also, I've been watching the news channel update on this case of Charlotte Senna, and I will put it on the prescription on the top of what I'm actually saying. Okay. Charlotte Senna was 9 years old, you guys. Um, my grandson is 9 years old. Okay. I kept saying 7, but she was 9 years old. Um, Now I know he has a son and I think he has a daughter. But what's so interesting was he has a residency with his daughter and son. I don't know if he has a wife. I know he was a milk carrier. I think we're gonna get a timeline eventually on this whole case. This is a bizarre case. And this guy's a mailman. Okay. I did say that he was not far from the campsite. Okay. I did say his age, but he didn't look like the guy I was seeing. So I don't know what guy I was seeing. Okay. I could have been seeing another guy on another case. I don't know. But we're not perfect, okay, as psychics. But I seen somebody totally different. Okay. So when I seen his, because I was waiting for them to release the photo of him, when I seen the photo of him, I was shocked because I'm like, that's not who I seen. Okay. So who was I actually seeing? I don't know. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna let out information of who his brother is. Okay. I don't know. And then I heard on I watch this one YouTuber. He's really good. He's from the Florida area. And I'm gonna give him another shout out. JLR investigates. The way he does his news and media. I mean, he has worked on a lot of cases. I remember him from the Summer Moon Wells case. Okay, he was very good. I mean, he was out there. We got these news reporters, and we only hear what the news report wants to tell us. But JLR, we're actually seeing the scenes, the crime scenes, okay, the area, the terrain, and that helps us if we're psychics to help with cases, okay. And Summer Wells' case is a case I'll never let go until the day I take my last breath, okay. If she's out there, I pray that this case will be solved. Like this beautiful young girl that was 9 years old. You guys, it bothers me to my core when I even have to say 9 years old. You guys, I do cases all day with missing children, okay? And do I get some of the information? Yes. Do I get all of it? No, okay? We're not God, okay? We're not, we do the best we can to help solve these cases, okay? Especially when it deals with children, okay? And the cases that I see with these predators, I mean, you guys, oh God, it's so disturbing because, I mean, if you know how high trafficking is, and how many people are involved with human trafficking, is very disturbing. Okay. And people ask me why I'm the way I've always been the way I was with my kids, because I could see, okay, what was out there. And even with my grandson, okay, I'm glad this girl's found, but she's the same age as my grandson. And when I got off my live, I sat there, I came home when I got my car, and I sat there and I was like, oh my God, because I wrote 7. I don't know why I wrote 7. Okay. Maybe there's another girl. I don't know. Okay. Because I kept seeing 7, but she was 9 years old. So I'm sorry about making that mistake. But I sat there and I thought about it and I said, oh my God, Josiah is 9 years old. Okay. And if something happened to Josiah, I'm going to move this damn earth. Okay. Just saying. Right. And my thing is, he was at his mother's residency. Okay. His mother's. Now, I did pull the Lover's card. I don't know why I pulled the Lover's card. And I did pull a masculine and feminine energy. Okay. So my thing is, the mother was an alcoholic. Okay. We got that information. Okay. Will he use his upbringing? And a lot of them do. Okay. As a reason for him to do what he does. No. Okay. And what else is interesting is this man has only been charged with a GUI. Okay. That we know of. He has never been charged with any sexual crimes or registered sex offender, nothing like that, which I thought that was kind of weird. Okay. And did he do this for money? Because of the ransom note, and he's a mail carrier. So he would know that they're obviously going to be watching the mother's home. I mean, is he that stupid? Okay. I'm just saying. I don't know. Okay. And then they let him leave the scene. And then they look in the database to find where his car is. Why wasn't he followed? I'm just saying. Okay. And the girl was saved a little bit earlier. I don't know. Okay. Maybe they didn't want to spook him. Okay. This is just the beginning of the stages of finding out more information about Charlotte's abduction. Okay. This is really, really, really sad, you guys. It's sad that we have to live in a time like this where we have to watch our children at all times. Every time my youngest, she's in college, she goes out, we always have our location on. Okay. That's sad. Okay. That's sad, but we're not supposed to live in fear. Right. But we have to live like, I tell my kids things. I've been telling my kids things since they were young. Okay. I didn't let them sleep over people's houses. I always made sure I kept an eye on them. And it's sad because I remember a time where I could just go outside and play in my front yard or play on with my friends until the streetlights, okay, were going off coming on. I'm sorry, coming on. But we're not living in that time, you guys. Okay, we're living in a totally different time. And I work on these cases all the time. And sometimes, it's hard. It is very hard, even, and I want to say, there is good cops out here. Okay, there is good cops. There is good people out here. Okay, um, and also Charlotte had, I think, an uncle in the police department. Okay, um, when I pull the cards, so what I see as I'm going back to yesterday when I pulled the cards, it was interesting that I got a lover's card. Okay, so I don't know if this man was married, but obviously he has children. Because JLR interviewed his son. Okay, and I will do a read on what I was picking up from the son. Okay, because I'm gonna rewatch it again. Okay, um, because it's very telling. Okay, what kind of environment these kids were in, his son and his daughter. And then let's go back. So his mother's medicine was in, looked like a pop-up. Okay, I don't know if you guys are watching this about Charlotte's case, but it looked like he was in a pop-up. Okay, I'm not sure if it was a pop-up or a smaller trailer. Okay, but in the front of the mother's house there was a big trailer, and then there were sheds to the left, and then his pop-up was to the right by the driveway. Okay, that's what I noticed. If you guys notice anything else, chime in. Or if you're know more about this case, chime in, because I don't watch news, you guys. But this one, I wanted to know what was the outcome and who was the suspect in this case. Okay, I don't even know what kind of car he was driving. I don't even know if they said that. Okay, because there's different news outlets out here, but they're only giving a little bit of information. We don't know the full story. Okay, I did watch the press conference of the governor. I think she's the governor of New York, that part of New York. Okay, um, but you know this, we're living in different times where children can go out on their bikes, and I pray for this family, seriously healing for this family, and this girl Charlotte. Okay, oh god, every time I think about that, my grandson's age, and it's hard working with kids that have been kidnapped, abducted. I mean, you guys, that's the cases that I work with, and they are hard cases. Okay, they make you see the world in a different way. Okay, and it's sad that we have to be like this. Even when my grandson goes outside, um, I have to keep an eye on my grandson. Okay, I mean, this is the times we're living in. Okay, and I don't even let him go outside unless I'm sitting outside. Okay, and I always Google the registered sex offenders. Okay, in my area. Okay, when I was in Pennsylvania, there was a registered sex offender. I think he was not even a mile away from where I reside, and there was kids that got on the bus stop right in that area. Okay, right in front of where I live. Okay, just saying, and he lived right there. Okay, I seen him a couple of times. Okay, and I let everybody know that he was a registered sex offender. Okay, there was I mean, I could have posted his picture up, but there was really no post except for in my where my driveway was. Okay, because I have done that before. I have posted the pictures of the registered sex offenders up. Okay, um, if you have to do that, do that. Okay, don't be shamed. Okay, and it's interesting how they say these people have rights. They shouldn't have no rights. Okay, just saying. That's my thought. Okay, if you're a registered sex offender, you should have no rights. Okay, just saying. And your picture needs to be put up everywhere. Okay. And then they say they can help these people. You can't really help these people. Okay. What are you going to do? Take out their brain? I mean, just say it. Medicine is not going to help them. And then people are saying that he did this for money, and we don't know if anything happened to this girl. God forbid. Oh my God. And I did see that she was kept somewhere, and she was kept actually in the cupboard, okay, in the trailer. So I did see that, okay. He was hiding her. The interesting thing was the mother's medicine. Why was the mother's medicine in his pop up? Okay, why was that? I thought that was interesting. And how much did the mother know? Okay, just saying, because this woman was an alcoholic and we don't know a lot about her. I think the neighbors were telling us a little bit that they weren't surprised. This guy was introverted. I mean, did he kidnap her for money, for ransom? And his actual residence where he reside was not far from Charlotte's home. Okay. So did he deliver mail to Charlotte's home? Okay. So we're gonna get more on this case. And I'm glad she's found because a lot of children out here are still missing. Okay. A lot of children are still missing. They need to come up with something with the Amber Alert that's better than what it is. Okay. I know they put the Amber Alerts on our phones or televisions. They have so much advanced technology out here. They need to come up with some kind of software or some kind of way where they report these Amber Alerts even faster. Okay. I'm talking about nationwide Amber Alerts. Okay. Even wherever you reside, Amber Alerts. Okay. Because I think they need to be faster. Okay. Because time is of the essence. Okay. That's why I kept hearing those sirens. When I was hearing those sirens yesterday, they were actually on his mother's property. Okay. I couldn't believe that. Okay. When I got off the live and everything. And I'm looking at the property right now because I'm being shown the scenes. His name is Craig Ross Jr. They have the tent. They're going into a hazmat for any kind of DNA, okay, that they can get. Ooh. And how much did the mom know? Okay. Because it looks like a pop-up to me and it's right in the driveway. I mean, it's easy access. I haven't seen what the man drove yet, the vehicle that he drove. Okay. I seen a truck, so I don't know what the vehicle is because they haven't said what the vehicle was. And the description was totally different from the description I was picking up on. Okay. But I'm watching it now. They are on in hazmat. They have the detectives, probably the FBI. Of course, they have the FBI there. I feel like in the next couple of days, we're gonna get more information on her case on Charlotte Senna, and we need to pray for this family for healing. Because this could be anybody's child, you guys. I did say that a child goes missing every 30 seconds, but it's not 30 seconds. It might be 30 seconds, but a child goes missing every 40 seconds. And that's not even just a child, okay? A person goes missing every 40 seconds, okay? And you can set I said this in a video that I did on the FBI website in one of my past videos, how often somebody goes missing. You guys set your clocks or your alarms for every 40 seconds. Okay. Can you imagine that every 40 seconds somebody goes missing? Okay. And it might even be 30. Who knows? Okay. Hold on. Yeah, a child goes missing. Okay. They put child. According to the Child Crime Prevention and Safety Center, a child goes missing or kidnapped every 40 seconds. Put your alarm to every 40 seconds. And when you hear that, that's going to bother you. Okay? Because that is so profound that a child goes missing every 40 seconds. Okay? I have set my my timer to every 40 seconds. Okay? A child goes missing in the United States of America. Okay? Some of these children are never found. Okay, it's very rare that a child is found once they're abducted. Okay, and most of the times people are kidnapped by somebody they know. Okay, and I've seen this with cases I have worked on. It could be a family member, or it could be a friend of the family, or it could be a neighbor. You know, we're living in some crazy times, you guys. And I want to talk about how many children how many children never are found. Okay. 1 out of every 2,000 missing children reported to the police is not found alive. Okay, can you imagine that? Okay. Um, I remember there was a case. This is an old case, you guys. And this was a disappearance in Pennsylvania. This person is still missing. Okay. Um, and this person would be, I think, 60 something now. I don't know, but this was a case of a young girl. It's interesting how they have a lot of these cases, they go cold too. Okay. They just don't have the manpower to solve these cases. I think they need to use more psychics to solve cases. I did say two. Two popped up in my reading yesterday. She was 2 miles away from the campsite. Okay, 2 miles radius. Most of the times, I'm seeing most of the times that some are in the radius when they go missing. Okay, and then some are taken out of the area. Okay. So these are the statistics on these missing children, but it's not just missing children, it's missing people. Okay. But I just focus on the children. Okay. Now it's interesting that Texas, because I thought it would be Florida, but Texas, the state of Texas. And this is in the NCMEC database of missing children cases. The top 5 states in the United States where most children go missing, you guys, is Texas, which that would make sense because they have a lot of people that are from different South America. Okay, Texas is number 1. Okay, I thought it would be Florida, but it's Texas. Okay, the second is New York City. Okay, Florida, which Florida has a high transit population, so I can see that. Okay, so is Texas. Okay, and Ohio. Okay, then it's California, and then it's Washington. Okay, California also has a high transit. Okay, Ohio is interesting because Ohio been having a lot of missing children in Ohio. And I remember when I think about Ohio, I go back to the Epstein case. Okay. And the guy that owns Victoria's Secret. Okay. He resides in the state of Ohio. Okay. And he was actually the biggest contributor to Epstein. Okay. And I've seen this guy in interviews, and it's him and his daughter, okay, Wexler, okay. And it makes you think, okay, what was his relationship with Epstein? Okay, he was supporting Epstein. So obviously he has something to do with trafficking of people, okay? But Texas, I was surprised. Texas was the highest state, which I can understand Texas because of the migrant children. Okay. And there's no database, a real database that I'm seeing for these migrant children. Okay. Because some of them are just being slipped in. Okay. Just like the adults are being slipped in. Okay. Where do the most child abductions occur? On the street while children are playing and walking and riding their bikes. Okay. And younger children are more likely to be playing or walking with a parent or adult, where school-age children are most likely to be walking alone or with peers. Okay. Oh man. Now it says most Americans. The highest rate of missing persons by far is also Alaska. Okay, these states these places you wouldn't think of. Okay, now Alaska has a lot of natives. Okay, natives have their own kind of system. Okay, and it's interesting when I see the native um, children. Okay, because they have broken down the structure of natives. Okay, with the alcohol, because natives never drank alcohol. Okay, they were introduced to alcohol. Okay, and then with alcohol comes drug addiction. Okay, but Florida are going missing Ohio a lot. Okay, so Ohio is up there. Okay, this happens in rural areas. This happens in city areas. This happens in suburbs. It happens everywhere. Okay, this human trafficking is like a organization, you guys. Okay, it's $1 billion-trillion organization. Okay, there's players on all levels. Okay, there's players that are higher up. Okay, there's players that are in the middle, and there's players that are at the low bottom. Okay, this is a high criminal organization. Okay, um, and I wish the movie that I just seen that came out was filmed in South America, but they should have filmed it in America. Okay, to really show what's really going on in the United States of America. Okay, with human trafficking, kidnapping, and all that. Okay, um, because this is a child. When a child goes missing, what I've noticed, like I said, it could be a family member, it could be somebody in the neighborhood, it could be somebody this child knows. Okay, um, it could be anybody. Okay, always look up, especially if you have children, or even if you're by yourself. Look up if you're female or male. Okay, because these sex offenders get the code of where you reside, and you'd be surprised. Here's to these registered sex offenders. Okay, there's tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. Okay, I was in Pennsylvania, and there was a black guy across the street from me. He looked like I'll never forget this story. Okay, my daughter will never forget this. It was a street in the city. I'll never forget it, you guys. Okay, area. It was a good area. Something didn't sit right with me, and I couldn't figure it out, you guys. I couldn't figure it out for almost a month. I knew registered sex offender, a tier 4, the highest tier. And he didn't like just little girls, he liked little boys. He molested his own sister. Okay. I started asking questions. I even put his picture out and put on the post, and I knocked on his door and was telling him that I left that residency so fast. Okay. First of all, I told him it was really, really weird. It was weird. Okay. So when I opened my daughter's blog up, okay, and when I first met them, hi me and everything, and I just got this weird feeling. I couldn't put my finger on it. Okay. I think a grandson that came by. Okay. Grandson was, gay. And that was the only person I really seen visit. And I don't even know to this day if that was really his grandson. Okay. So, anyways, he was a registered sex offender, a tier 4. Okay. So that means every year he got his all registered sex offenders get their pictures taken every year. Okay. And he looked different every year. Okay. He would cut his hair, let his hair grow. But I heard a voice say Megan's Law. Okay. And that's when I looked up Megan's Law. And that's when I seen his picture, and I couldn't believe what I seen. Okay. The crime, it says it's a statue, whatever crime they committed, and I was like knocking on everybody's door. But there was a lady that lived like I think 3 doors down. She was Mennonite. Okay. Mennonite are like kind of like the Amish. Okay. They have big families. Okay. And she was in the city. Okay. A lot of the Mennonites are moving into the city. And she had like 5 children or 6, and they would just swing and play. And their yard was actually facing his house. Okay. And she said that she knew he was a registered sex offender. Okay. And these are Christians. Okay. So my thing is, she was letting them kids just swing and everything without being out there. Okay. Maybe she believed that God was going to help this man. Okay. I knew God wasn't coming to help this man. Okay. Just saying. All right. So I let him know, don't look at my daughter or it'll be the last time. Okay. Because I had to take it in my own hands. Okay. Because if something would have happened, I mean, how long would the police get there? Okay. Just saying. All right. But I'm glad that they found her. You guys need to be aware. I don't want to put fear in nobody. Um, but every 40 seconds, a child goes missing in the United States. More than um, 4,600 children go missing each year, which I is more than that. Okay, that's the children are documented, but what about the children that are not documented? Okay, they go missing too. Um, but I'm so glad that Charlotte is found. I really hope that pray for healing for her family. Um, and the show must go on, you guys. So, like I said, I work with missing and abducted children. That's what I do when I'm not doing reads. And I have reached out to the police department. Um, so, look up um, Megan's Law, put the zip code in of the area. Some of these registered sex offenders, they all live in one house, okay? And the state pays for them to live in this house, okay? Which that bothers me because my taxpaying money goes to these sickos, okay? And that's something too that needs to be addressed, okay? I don't believe that these people can be helped, okay? I don't believe that, okay? Um, and we're gonna find out more about Charlotte's story. Um, and I seen another man. So, anyways, I did a psychic read and I pulled out number two. Okay. Um, I was close to his age, but I was seeing another man. So I don't know what I was seeing. Okay. Could it be somebody else, like a brother? Okay. We're gonna find this out. Um, the kidnapper also suffered from MS, which that has nothing to do with why he did the crime. Okay. Um, and to me, it obviously looks like something is mentally wrong with this man. So how can this man pull this off? Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I was shocked when I seen his picture because I was waiting for them to put a picture up of him. Okay. I seen a masculine and female. So now when you see the lover's card, um, it's normally the lovers, right? But I mean, I was like, was his mom in a relationship with him? I don't know, okay? Because she was alcoholic, okay? Just saying, and she used to lock them outside, okay? Is he gonna plead mental illness? I mean, obviously, look at him, okay? Um, he needs to be put away, okay? I feel like we will get more information. I think this case, the solving her case was from a lot of prayers. I mean, we pray for a lot of children out here. Also, her uncle worked in the police department. Okay. Um, and he was stupid. And my thing is, did he want to be caught? Okay. Because he went back to the parents' house. Okay. Which obviously anybody would know that have done this before. Okay. Or is a part of an organization, a trafficking organization. They're not going to drive back to the parents' house. Okay. Now, did he do this for money? Okay. We don't know the whole story. We only have partial pieces of the story. Okay. But you can go back to my read that I did yesterday. I will also put up, I'm just going to put everything under the sun under this video. Um, this has to stop. And it seems like nobody wants to address this issue of human trafficking or child trafficking because people are making money off of this too. Also, that's what I have experienced on working with these cases. But hopefully, something will change, and there has to be some kind of technology out there because they're so advanced in the technology. Okay, making AIs, they would not have a system with a high, different kind of Amber Alert. Okay. Because the timing is very important. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. Also, us being aware and watching our children. Okay. You don't want to put fear in the children because you want the children to be able to play, but you need to be out there watching your children. Okay. And a campsite, and it bothered me so much because I was telling my daughter about this case, and I was thinking about the time I went camping with my grandson. Okay. Um, and there's so many people that was at the campsite, like literally at the campsite. Okay. And you would see somebody for a moment and then they would just be somewhere else or they would just disappear. Okay. But the whole time I was at the campsite, I kept an eye on my grandson. Okay. He didn't go to the bathroom by himself. I went in the bathroom. Even like when my grandson was just with me, when he goes to the bathroom, he goes into the women's bathroom, and I stand outside the bathroom, okay, to make sure that he, makes it out the bathroom because some of them post up in bathrooms, okay. There was a case here in Florida where the girl went to the bathroom and she was assaulted, okay. So I'm glad that Charlotte Center, the missing 9-year-old girl, was found safe. Okay, you guys. This is Jennifer Felix. I'm sending you guys nothing but pure love and pure light. And we need to continue to pray for this family and for the other missing children that are out there. Like I said, Texas is the #1 state for human trafficking, which I'm shocked that Texas is the #1 state. Okay. It's Texas, Florida, Ohio, California, and Washington. Okay. Those are the states. But it happens all over the United States. I knew Ohio would be in there, but I was shocked that Texas was #1 and New York City. Let's not forget New York City. Okay, you guys. All right, you guys, it's Jennifer Felix. Love and light. And pray for this girl's family and pray for the other children that are out here. Okay, that their case will be solved. All right, and that they will be brought home safe. Okay, and we need to make tougher laws. I mean, these laws are ridiculous. They commit a crime, they molest a child, and they get right out. That's bullshit. Okay, just saying. There needs to be stricter laws, and no, the doctors can't help these people. Okay, I don't care how much they say they can help them; they cannot help them. And then our taxpayers' money is going to house these people. Okay, I can take you to a register's house tomorrow, and who's paying for that? We are paying for it. The taxpayers' money is paying for that. Okay, maybe one day I'll take you to a really nice area. It's in Seminole Heights in Tampa. Okay, there's homes up and all the registers. If you notice, when you look on the registry, you'll see like 5 or 6 of them in one place. And who's paying for that? The government's paying for that. Okay, we're paying for that. For them to be housed in one facility. Okay, one house. These are homes. Okay, homes. So check out Megan's Law. Check out who your registered sex offenders are, your pervs in the neighborhood. Know their face, okay? And watch your children, okay? All right, you guys. Love and light.